Hey you guys, what's up? It's the Harris family. It's a mommy and me channel, and yeah guys, so today, as you can tell by the title, today I have an update for you guys, my pregnancy update. So basically yesterday I went to the hospital, and when I went into the hospital, you guys, I don't know if this should be like an update or like basically like a story time. I'm gonna figure it out. But oh, my camera is leaning. No. So yeah, so I went to the hospital yesterday. The whole reason for me to go to the hospital, because I wanted to know, like, cause I have not been to the doctor, I haven't been to my OBGY, I haven't even made an appointment because of how lazy I was, and I was just like, just out of it. Just the whole pregnancy thing was just taking over me, where I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to lay in bed all day. And yeah, so now that I kind of got a little bit of my energy back, so yeah, so I decided to go to the hospital yesterday. I just told them that I had like some pain and stuff going down there, which I have been having like slightly pain down there, and I think it's because I forgot what you call it, but it's like underneath my belly. I just feel like that's because the baby is growing and it's just, you know, it's expanding. So yeah, so I get to the hospital and I end up having to wait for like an hour to be seen. I think an hour and a half to be seen. So I sat there for like a whole hour and a half. And then they finally came out and they called my name. We went back there, and then I had to sit for another, probably like 20 or 30 minutes. I had to sit in there for 20 or 30 minutes in a little room they put you in. So I'm in there sitting, and then that's when they start coming in, asking all questions, you know, to get all your information or whatever. And then my doctor ended up coming in and telling me that I was going to get a scan, and then a vaginal scan, and they was going to do all types of tests or whatever to make sure everything was okay. And if it's needed, they was going to do the ultrasound. If it wasn't needed, they weren't going to do it because they didn't want to risk anything, because I am in a hospital. It is people that's in there that has the COVID-19, so I really have to be like careful, you know what I'm saying, when I'm going in there. I did have a mask on. I mean, you can't go places without your mask, but yeah, and I also, you know, wash my hands and everything. All right, so let's get to the point. So once I did that, that's when a lady came in. She did my ultrasound, which is kind of like weird for me because they did like 3 ultrasounds. The first lady, she came in because she asked me have I had any ultrasounds, and I told her no, because the last one I had was when I found out I was pregnant, and I went to like a clinic, and that's how I got my first ultrasound. And I told her that, and she was like, okay, well, so we're gonna do an ultrasound and see if everything's okay, and da 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 da. She did an ultrasound, and this is the ultrasound where she was just like showing me with the baby. She was like, oh, here's your baby, and you know, da 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 da. And I was just like, oh, so the baby is healthy. There's nothing wrong with the baby. The baby was moving around on the ultrasound, and yeah, so everything was fine. And so it was basically like a quick ultrasound. So after she did that first ultrasound, then she left, and then it was somebody else that came in, and she was gonna do the ultrasound. So the second time the other lady came in, the second time the other lady came in, the ultrasound was so long. I can't remember if I ever had somebody do an ultrasound, like, I can't even explain. It felt like she was doing it for hours, because she just, and I felt like something was wrong. I was watching TV, but I was trying to stay like, so I was watching TV while she was doing the ultrasound, because this ultrasound, what she's doing, she had the, you look this way and they got the ultrasound in back, so she's doing all of that. This is not the one that I can just like, oh my god, look at the baby. You know, that's what the first lady came in for, so I could see the baby, and you know. So this one was basically, you know, she's doing her thing. She really don't know, like, she can't tell the sex or certain things that your OBGY, when you go to a normal ultrasound, things that they would do. This one was totally different. You know, she was only trained for certain things. So I was like, okay. So she's doing her thing, and it's like taking forever. I can't remember how long it took that long to do an ultrasound. It was like super long. I don't know if she didn't know what she was doing. Maybe this was her first time, or maybe, you know, she was in training and she just now, I don't know, like, I really don't know. So I already felt a little bit I'm like uncomfortable now. I'm like, okay, she's taking a little bit too long. What's going on? Is something that she see that is something wrong? She's not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm just basically watching TV, but I'm still like worried and just sitting there like, okay, like this is really taking really long to do this ultrasound. So I wasn't really worried. I wasn't really worried about it. I was just like sitting down, relaxing, watching TV while she, you know, do that. But I'm just saying that she was taking really, really long to do this ultrasound. So after she got done, finally she was done, I would say, it felt like an hour, to be honest with y'all. It felt like an hour she was doing this ultrasound, and she finally got done, and I was just like, it doesn't take that long to really do an ultrasound. Like, you have to not know what you're doing to take that long, or maybe, I don't know. But she did say she wasn't trained for she only trained for certain things, so she don't know everything. So yeah. So she does that. She finally said, okay, I'm done. I got everything I needed. And the doctors will come back and let you know, whatever. Okay, so the next doctor come in and he's telling me, like, you ready? We're about to go ahead and do the other ultrasound, which the other ultrasound is where they go inside you. And so, yeah, so they came in and we did that. And once we got that done, basically they were saying everything was okay, everything looks good in there. Yeah, so after that, then the other guy, he came in and he was just like, well, we'll let you know. Well, the test haven't came back, so we'll let you know what they say. But he said that we do know that in the ultrasound we did see something. I think it was under or in back, something like that. Something was in back of my placenta, I think. I'm not for sure, but I have to have like a second ultrasound so they can like really see. So I've got to make my appointment for OBGY. I'm going to go to the hospital, because they have their own little OBGY there, instead of going to the one that I used to go to when I had my 3 daughters. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to like a different hospital, and I'm going to stick with them. Well, they don't deliver at the hospital, but I'm just going to go with them to do this whole pregnancy thing and have my little OBGY there. And so he was saying if they don't accept me, or whatever the case is, to call another place and schedule with them. And if they don't, then I have to come back to the hospital so they can go ahead and do the ultrasound, the second ultrasound. So I'm like, okay, but everything is good. The baby is healthy. Everything is just like the heart rate. Everything is good. Everything's good with this baby. It's just the fact that it's something in back of it, in back of the placenta, and they don't know what it is yet. So that's why I have to have like a second ultrasound by an OBGY. And so yeah, so hopefully I can try to take you guys with me to the hospital. This time I wasn't going to take you guys because I did have my daughter with me. She had her mask on too. I made sure she always washed her hands and stay close to me. But I'm going to try to, next time I'm going by myself. And if I can, I will record. But if I can't, then I'll just go ahead and make like a video. But yeah, so everything is good. I'm so happy that the baby moved in around and everything is normal. The only thing is that I have something in back of the placenta or somewhere in that nature, something like that. And I'm just hoping that everything is good. If you have something similar to something like that, just please comment down below and tell me your story so I won't feel like I'm alone, or I don't have to feel like, because I feel like I'm worried, like what if it's something bad? And yeah, so if you have something familiar, something kind of similar to that, please comment down below. I would love to hear it, hear your story, and hopefully, you know, everything goes well during this whole pregnancy. Yeah, pretty much that is it with my pregnancy update / story time. But I'm so excited, you guys. I cannot wait to go. I can't wait to make my appointment so I can go to my OBGY so I can find out what I'm having, because I have like a ton of stuff from my daughter like a ton of baby clothes. I have a lot of stuff. So if it's a girl, I'm gonna be so excited, and I'm so happy that I saved like diapers and stuff. So I'll be so excited if it ends up turning out to be a girl. But if it ends up turning out to be a boy, I will be I'm not gonna say I'm be mad, because it doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl. I'm gonna still love that child no matter what. But I have so much girl stuff, and it would just be right if I have a girl. But if it's a boy, like I said, I would love it. And it's just that I don't know nothing about having a boy. It's gonna be different experience. But yeah, you guys, so that is it for this video. I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. And